What's up, everybody? This is Jay, and this is my Empire Season 9, Episode 10 recap for My Fault Is My Past. I want to thank everybody that supports my work at patreon.com/Jaymoorereviews. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. And if you enjoy the video, hit that like. Let's get into it. Now, when the video starts off, we see Cookie. She's pissed after learning the news about Lulu. She's walking to the back. She's telling everybody, "Get out! I need some space. Everybody leave!" And so everybody leaving out of there in a hurry. She's mad. And then she like, when are you gonna tell me? When did you know? He like, I didn't know. I just found out, Cookie. And she like, yeah, right. But you knew. What? This, just be quiet. Don't say nothing. And so she's mad as hell right now. And he like, I'm trying to tell you. I didn't know. How you? And she say, I am done with you. How much more longer is that man meat of yours? How much more problems is it gonna give me? And he like, I didn't know. I'm trying to tell you. And I saw her. I went and meet and I remembered her. That's what I'm saying. And she like, what? What you saying? Stop. That you was humping like jackrabbits. He like, look, how you gonna blame me for something when I was young and dumb? She like, stop. What we need to do is take him down. And I don't care that he your son. Are you with me? He like, yeah, of course. And he thinking in deep thought. Meanwhile, the next morning, they sitting having breakfast. And they like, all right, it's time for some grown-up conversation. We need to be able to take Empire back. Giselle says she could talk with Kelly Patel and sell us a piece. Andre like, oh, that gives us a chance to get back in, Pop. Like, yeah, exactly. And then they like, oh, okay, so he gonna sell us some shares to minimize his risk, okay. And then Jamal like, see, we trying to go right back again to where we was. And he like, what do you mean? This is ours. We belong there. She like, yeah, and it ain't tainted. If it's tainted, then everything is tainted, including us. Don't you know your last name Lyon too, boy? And he like, oh man. And they like, yeah, Empire's built on blood, sweat, and lion tears. He like, then he got quiet and so he shut down. She like, yeah, so you better remember who you are and what you need to do and stop hating, because this is our legacy. And then Lips was like, hey, so what do you want me to do? He like, hey, we need you to crank out some serious bangers. So when we ready, we can take over. And Jamal, you talk to Kai and make sure that we get his sources together. And so then they leave. And then they like, oh man, what we gonna do about this DeBarge talking about he one of our brothers? They like, look, what we should do is treat him like family and tear his ass down. Meanwhile, we see Kai having dinner with Jamal, and he's like talking, and he like, look, Kai, I know it sounds crazy. I don't even want to ask you, but come here. And they hold hands. He's like, could you tell my dad about the sources? Because Becky and them, they're getting torn down. And, you know, he like, I really hate even asking you this. And then Kai pulled his hand away. He like, what? Seriously right now? You mean you're asking me this? I don't know if you're Loucious and Cookie's son or my husband. I don't know. And he like, I can be both. You shouldn't do that. I could be both, Kai. And he like, well, I don't know. Are you sure about that? I don't think so. And he like, look, I'm tired of apologizing to you. I told you don't help my father in the first place. Now Becky didn't do nothing. You should help her. Meanwhile, we see Loucious, and he come in, he ready to apologize to Cookie, and she give him a little side eye when he walk in. He like, Cookie, can we talk, or are you gonna tell me shut up? She like, look, we got bigger problems than what you did with your man meat. And then Thirsty Cosby Jr. walk in, he like, They're like, please tell me you got some good news. He like, unfortunately, I don't. It's $100 million lawsuit going against you and Becky. He like, what? That'll take everything. So meanwhile, they talking in the office, and he like, so what are we gonna do? He like, they got these emails, and they trying to say that you and Becky corroborated with it. So I don't know. Whatever you need to do, you better come up with it fast, because once that lawsuit come down the pipe, you in trouble. He like, well, what if we could prove that these emails didn't come from us. And he like, well, I don't know. And Andre like, yeah, Pop, I don't know. What we gonna do? We should get Kai. And then Kai walk in. He like, look, I don't know if this will help, but I do have this source. And all of a sudden he was irrelevant, and now he's back relevant again with his emails. He found them. Maybe you guys should check it out. Maybe it's worth checking out. And so they're like, yeah, good work. We could check it out. Let's go. And so we're like, all right, let's go. And so they all head out to check it out. Meanwhile, we see little ballerina, and she trying to spin around and dance inside the house. And Hakeem wake up, he see her dancing, so he get a little salty. He go over there and turn the music off. She like, what you doing? Why you turning the music off? He like, man, people trying to sleep. Why don't you get some headphones? She like, and we like, why you trying to be a black ballerina? She like, oh, I know you ain't talking, and you need some sleep for the star. He like, it don't take much for me to look good. She like, oh, okay. Well, ain't you still trying to make your 6 remake a drip drop? Why you talking about somebody trying to do something different? Then she turned the music on. She like, why don't you step out of your lane for you try to tell somebody else too? And then he's sitting there looking stupid, lips poked out. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, we see Cookie, and she's walking out of the building, and she getting hounded by the press and everything. And they got big portion as security, and say like, how do you feel about the baby? Did Loucious cheat on you? Or are you just another whore or something? She a whore. And then they like, Cookie ain't got no comment. Meanwhile, we see Becky, and she depressed. She don't even want to eat, so you know it's tough. And she like, Jamal, I'm going to have to go back to regular hair, and I'm going to have to order off the dollar menu. Do you know what that's like? I got used to eating steak twice a day, okay? He like, well, look, I'm going to cheer you up with some music. And then next thing you know, her belly start gyrating, and she all happy. And he like, oh, yeah, I see you happy quick, huh? She like, yeah, this is some good music. Oh, when you going to release this? And then she start gyrating her rolls and sync. And he like, yeah, then I'm gonna give this to Devon. She like, Devon? He like, yeah, well, Kai said it's reductive. She like, Kai, when was he producing music in Afghanistan? You need to stop letting your man control your life. He like, oh, that's just an old wise tale. She like, come on, I'm gonna cheer you up. Meanwhile, we see Kai with Lulu and Andre, and he like, okay, what's up with the emails? We know that you had something to do with it. How did you find it? He like, I'm not telling you nothing. He like, well, I don't know what to do. We can try the FBI. He like, well, you tried it your way. Thanks. You know, it's hot in here. And he left up the window. He like, I don't care. You guys need to go. And then Andre grabs Fats and hangs him out the window. He like, whoa, what are you doing? He like, I don't know. Where'd you get the emails, huh? He like, I'm not telling you nothing. You let me in here. He like, you know what, Pop? He getting kind of heavy, you know. He like, okay. Just let me in. And they bring him in. He like, look, Kingsley the one that gave it to me, okay? And then Kai's like, damn, that worked, huh? And he's like, he the one. Check that right there. You can take it. And so Loucious go and he grabbed. He said, be careful before you spread fake news. And so then they leave, and Kai is like dumbfounded and scared. And he like, that was fun. Welcome to the family, son. And now Kai is like, oh my goodness, what have I done? Meanwhile, we see Cookie and Aunt Jemima come in. Miss Cookie, you got some visitor over here. And so then she walk away, and she like, hell now you go. Last time you was here, you said I ain't your sister. She said, we both said a lot of things, and you hurting right now, and you're my sister, and we may not be together all the way, but I'm here for you, okay? And then they hug it out. She like, oh, you old buzzard. And so then they hug it out or whatever, and so they trying to move on. Meanwhile, we see at this school, the lady like, I got a special guest for you. And then Jamal pop up, and all the kids is happy. He like, I came to my old high school. And then they started dancing and singing or whatever. Everybody happy. Becky, she all happy or whatever, like it was a steak dinner in front of her. And so then everybody dancing or whatever. The song is Jump. And he like, I want you to jump. And Becky tried to get a little 2-inch vertical on, and then they hug it out. Meanwhile, we see Lulu, he come and confront Kingsley. You know, I'm not that good with technical stuff, but my smart son Andre is, and he told me about what you did with your digital fingerprints all over it. So you can sign this release admitting that it's your fault, or I'll take you out back and give you a public ass whooping. And he said, you know what? I took what you valued most and I made it my personal plaything, and I still made it better than anything you ever did. And then he balled it up and dropped it and walked off, and Lulu picked it up and unfolded it because now he got what he needs. He press released it. It ain't his fault. Meanwhile, back at the house, Cookie is sitting there, and she like, they like, you all right? So Loucious took down some little 2-bit hoe. And they like, yeah, she was probably like a little neighborhood bicycle. All the boys got a turn. And the sister like, I don't know about that. I knew her. They like, what? She like, yeah, I mean, we used to get high together. Maybe you it wasn't the same. And then, Vivica like, well, I ran from my demons. You should go and confront yours. And so now Cookie thinking, so she goes to the hospital to go meet White Tracy. And so she like, I'm Cookie Lyon. And she like, I know who you are. I remember you. Do you remember me? She like, no, I don't remember you. She like, but it's your fault I'm here. You people took everything from me. She like, I didn't put the crack pipe in your hand. She like, yeah, but you people always had the good stuff. It just kept me coming back for more. And she like, when Cookie met Loucious, I guess it wasn't so pretty. She like, I lost everything too. And so she like, I guess it wasn't work out for either of us. And meanwhile, back at Empire, we see Kingsley. He's walking in. They like, looks like you two, what do you think is going to win? Nurture versus nature. Do you think that if I was a lion that I would leave so easily and just let everything go? And they sitting there listening like, you need to leave. And he like, oh yeah, let's see who wins. And he left, and he like, that sounded like a threat. He like, yeah, most definitely. So later on, we see Giselle press conference announcing that Loucious and the Lyons have returned, and she like, yeah, now the face mixed with Kelly Patel's tech genius, and the face is back. Welcome everybody. And then Loucious came back. He like, yeah, I'm back. Not too long ago we said we were broke, but we're not broken. And now with my family and my blue beautiful wife, we're back where we belong. To the Empire. To the Empire. And everybody's chanting to the Empire. Then Cookie comes and she started having flashbacks of what her and White Tracy was talking about. And she remembered Jamal on drugs, her cracked out sister on drugs. She remembered the feds coming to raid the place, and she was hiding before she went in for 17 years. And then she remembered White Tracy, so she feeling guilty that Empire built on drugs. And she like, yeah. And also, I want to say that we're going to start to give back to the fans, because you guys held us back. Whenever there was something going on, it was you that supported us. So we're going to support you. And we're going to hold hands. Everybody hold hands. And we're going to say, we all here together. And we want to stay united. And then Loucious say, and party! Then he cuts her off, and she gave a little fake smile, but she was really salty. And so next thing you know, everybody all happy and stuff. And then he say, Jamal say, congrats, Dad. He like, no, thanks to Kai. He the one that found it. He's a good man. Meanwhile, we see Maya, and she's trying to put together her little dance routine for the new upcoming show. And then we see Hakeem walk in. He like, hey, you told me to step out the box. Hey, go up there and do your thing. And so this dude hop up on stage, and her Freddy Krueger shirt look ripped up. She's wondering what's going on. He like, so where did you study, Maya? And she like, I studied at Tisch and NYU. What about you? I studied in Memphis. And then he started dancing and gyrating and moving his arms and stuff around, a little rocking the wave. And she all like, wow, that was amazing. Meanwhile, little puppy dog then chewed the bottom of her sweater up. And so he like, yeah, I learned that in Memphis. That's Memphis juking. And so the next thing you know, we see Jamal, and he's walking into the house, into his apartment, and Kai's getting ready to leave. And he like, Kai, you still here? I thought you may have left. He's like, no, not yet. Did your father tell you what happened? He like, yeah, he said that you helped him. thank you. He like, did you tell you that he dangled the man outside of a window? He was dangling him. He like, no, he didn't, but I'm not surprised. He like, I should have known better. Did you know I've been around drug cartels and all type of people with violence, but they don't scare me. But your family, they do. Come with me. Leave. Let's go. You were so happy in London. You know, the only dangling I like is on you. Let's go. I don't like this. He like, well, look, anybody that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with needs to know that about me and my family. And I'm tired of apologizing to you about it. And he takes his ring off and gives it to him. And so Kai, he about to cry. He like, no. And he about to start crying everything, and he get his bags and leave. And he give him the look like how could you break my heart? Unbreak my heart. And so now Jamal, he all pissed. He walk over and kick his little keyboard and knock his keyboard down, and they break it. Now he's sitting there mad now because his little boot thing left and didn't understand. Meanwhile, we see Jamal, and he's walking in with his girl, and he sees her, and he like, Mom, I want to introduce you to somebody. And she like, boy, I ain't trying to meet no new people right now. Who is it? She turned around. Oh, you must be Terry. Hey, baby. Hey, yeah. Hey, Jamal says so much. Andre says so much about you. She like, yeah, Andre, I want to tell you, mother to mother, he's a great man. She like, yeah, he my number one son, baby. Meanwhile, we see Loucious, and he like, yes, the Empire, I want to welcome my son, my flesh, my blood, the Hakeem Lyon. And then next thing you know, we see Hakeem come on out, and he got his little dance group going or whatever, the new Memphis Juke and everybody. And then he laying on the floor. He like, yeah, heavy is the head with the crown. And so he up there singing his new song that he done made for the showcase or whatever. And then we see a little dude eating up like Freddy Krueger in the dance routine. And so everybody is all happy. And then Tiana like, I'm going to record this. Bella loved to see her daddy perform. And so right when she recording, we see Maya all rubbing up on him and staring him down. And so right when they was doing that, she kind of got a little jealous, started catching feelings, and stopped recording real quick like, I don't want to record that. I don't like that. Meanwhile, Cookie kind of looking, she ain't really that happy. And Lucius like, we did it. What's the problem? Why you ain't happy? And then he got a page. He said, it's Kingsley. She said, go ahead, have your little daddy day moment. Okay? Go. And he just like, oh my goodness, what I'm going to do to make you happy? And so he leave. She's salty. Meanwhile, up at Empire, he talking, and he in the studio, and he like, Kingsley like, so how's it feel to be back? He like, well, actually, it feels pretty good. It feels good. What's up? What do you want to talk about? He like, so when you make these files, do you make them in MP3 or what? And he like, no, we do it in the different. When you do it 32-bit, he like, oh, okay, like the master file, huh? To give birth to all the other copies. He like, yeah, I guess, huh? Nice. So what's up? He like, you see this? This is my master file. It's going through and seek and destroy all of your master records. And he like, what are you doing? Why do you want to do this? He like, I'm real. This is real. You need to know that I'm here. And he like, oh, okay, you so cool, huh? You're a hustler. Think I don't know about your hidden server in London? And he like, yeah, this is seeking and destroying those too. And he like, what? And then he goes and look, and it says erasing the master tracks. He like, why are you doing this? He like, oh, you can't stop this. Oh, look, I remember this song. How do you think I felt when all my friends was playing this and I couldn't say nothing? He like, what are you doing? What do you want? He say, I'm real. You didn't care, and I'm here, and you still don't care. He like, you think I would have let you be in this world without me if I knew you were out there? He said, man, you lie. You lie. He like, look at me. I would have been here for you. You got the fire just like me. But you got this picture about me and you're wrong. And so he starts to feel what he's saying. He stops it from destroying the stuff, and he walks out. And Loucious sits down and starts to cry a river because he's sad about what's going on. Meanwhile, Andre, he look driving with Terry, and she like, "Thank you, Andre. That was amazing. I know this may be used to that for you, but for me, that was an amazing night. And next time, I want you to go to church and meet my family." He said, "Well, me and God got a complicated relationship." Next thing you know, he giving her a kiss, and then she like, "Andre, something's wrong. Your nose is bleeding." And he like, "Huh? I'm fine. I'm fine." She like, "No, your nose is bleeding. Look like you've been partying with Tommy from Power." And so he starts to get a little woozy. Then he about to lose control of the car. And so she trying to stop the car from crashing into everybody. And then he's like passed out. And then she like, "I need an ambulance. Everybody come help. I need an ambulance." And she called for a hospital. Meanwhile, we see Jamal making a song all sad, and while he playing the song, Cookie sitting there mad. And so Loucious like, "Cookie, we did it. We here. What's the problem?" She like, "What's the problem? That we out here celebrating, and that girl in there, and she cracked out White Tracy, and it's all because of us." He like, "What do you mean? What do you want me to do? Apologize for something when I was a teenager?" And then she remembers about when Loucious, when she first saw him on the corner, she like, "When I first saw you, I thought you was a king on them streets. But now looking back, that's through the rose-tinted memories. Now I see us trying to sell drugs." We said, he like, "I don't want to hear this." She like, "Yeah, walk away. That's what we all do. Y'all the men walk away. But that's what you get to do." We like, "What did you want me to say?" She like, "Yeah, what I'm saying is that we didn't have to sell drugs. We wanted that paper." He like, "The Kennedys did it. Why can't we be any different? They were able to bring themselves up." She like, "Yeah, but we ain't have to sell drugs. We done hurt a lot of people. It was built off drugs, okay?" He like, "But we not the same people that we was then. We've changed. I'm not the same person that left you in jail." She like, "Yeah, I guess." He like, "What is the matter? You still here with me?" And she grab his hand and take it off. She like, "Yeah, I'm still here." And so he sitting there looking stupid, shook like a bowl of jello, because he don't know what to do now. He wondering, damn, where did I go wrong? And then the episode end. In review, I think that episode was okay. It wasn't as hard hitting as I thought it would have been, considering all the stuff that's going on around the show. But I guess it's going to get a little deeper as the show goes on. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace, and I'm out.